Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus gaming series. We're here in Division E East, and on the left-hand side, we have got the members of Beyonce Knows, Bobinski on the Joanna, Combe playing the Lunara, Ramsey on the Nazebo, The on Tassadar, and Opiates on the Anduin. On the side of 30 Seconds to Mosh, we have got Born to Shine playing the Stukov, the Captain on Orpheus, Sub-Zero on Hanzo, Mobi-Wan on the Varian, and Raka to play the Sonya. You've seen the level 1s. Here's our prediction. How many base stacks for Nazebo by the end? 200 or more, 199 or less. Go ahead and get your gambles in. Go ahead and get your predictions in. What will the stacking be by the end for Nazebo? More than enough time to get them gambas. And it looks like, if you are a gambler, Nazebo is looking like he's chilling in top lane for the time being. Ooh, that's not where you want to see a Nazebo in a double soak map. And there's an immediate dump onto no. You're gonna go get some food. Enjoy the food, Gato. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the vacation, my friend. Thanks for coming by the stream. Have a beautiful evening. Have a lovely day. As we get into map number 1, we will see Arcane Punisher for the first one of the game in the top lane. Currently looking at 3 stacks for Hanzo on his simple geometry. Bobinski gonna say hello to Mobi-1 in the rotation. Little charge from Mobi-1 actually into the Joanna, but still. Captain clearing things out really quickly as Varian anchors in the bush. Good scatter up from Hanzo, picking up a few more stacks, sitting on 8 right now. Nazebo did go into the pandemic at level 1. He's going to be building up those toad stacks. Also, he's trying to make sure that he spreads all the poison to the minion wave since he's not double soaking. Gotta make sure that you get that poison spread to every single minion before they do die, so that way you get those baseline stacks. There you go. You get those autos out. Get those autos. Get those autos. Why look at the bottom lane camp being grabbed when we can look at Nazebo get autos? And speaking of the bottom lane camp, we had The on Tassadar getting a shock ray in to check and see if the enemy was on the camp. Absolutely they were. First objective, less than a minute away from announcement. By the way, tomorrow we're doing Jedi Survivor, so if you are interested in checking out the Jedi Survivor game, I will be starting that up early in the morning tomorrow. Be sure to come by. Saturday may be a crowd control stream. I have to look into it. And then Sunday will be Heroes of the Storm. Also, Sunday we are doing a cooking stream. So we'll do a little bit of Heroes and then we'll do a cooking stream. Or maybe I'll just have a short day and just do a cooking stream. We'll see. Sunday's kind of whatever I feel like doing. But the chicken that we're going to be making, the buttermilk fried chicken that we're going to be making on Sunday, it's still going to take a few hours because it's got to soak and dredge and stuff, so should be a nice cozy Sunday either way. First objective, as I mentioned, is up and available for contest here in 22 seconds. We do have the Fallen Shaman for the top lane. Already have the Impaler camps grabbed for mid. Bottom already cleared out and gotten. The only thing that's available is this top left Bruiser camp from the side of Beyonce Gnolls. 5 apiece in levels, actually 6 apiece of levels right now as Nazebo continues to throw some toads out here. That's going to be condemned from Bobinski. Varian goes in for a charge, has the taunt, doesn't drop it onto the Joanna, and Ramsey and crew can back away. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Combe on the Lunar will make quick work of the camp, getting rid of the Fallen Shaman, spreading that poison around as well, and making sure that they're not going to get ganked here. Good kind of heads up. Does have the Wisp in the bush to get that vision. Does have Sentinel Wisp at level 1 for some extra vision available as the objective phase has begun. Nazebo goes into double soaking. It feel like this is going to be a trade on objective for soak. I think this is a give from the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Get some stacking on the Nazebo. Get some siege in mid and bottom through the Tassadar and the Nazebo. Keep soaking up the top lane. If they can find a kill into Varian here, that'd be huge, but he's absolutely fine. Born to Shine with the heal, as that 7 talent tier is already here for the side of Beyonce Gnolls. But as I mentioned, you can even see it. Tassadar in mid lane, getting threatened by Raka. We've got Nazebo just hard sieging bottom, almost taking down the entire fort front gate on his own in this time, as the Arcane Punisher goes over the side of 30 Seconds to Mosh. When is it a sleep-in sub-day? The day I get to sleep in is never, because even on my days off, I'm still doing work. Or I'm trying to get as much value out of my day off as possible, so I'm waking up early. So there's no sleep in. There's never a sleep in day. I was thinking of sub goals, and I was like, I should make a sub goal for a second day off. Sub goal to take 2 days off a stream. Bobinski getting poked at by the Hanzo scatter arrow, throws out a shield glare, checks the variant in the bush as Nazebo, excuse me, as Lunara in the mid lane will be able to back away from Raka. Oh, that's a really good taunt combo onto Ramsey. Chomp there as well, lurking arm! I think if Ramsey didn't throw abilities back and just kept running left, I think they might have been able to live there, but hindsight's 2020, so... Level 4, by the way, is Big Voodoo. Big Voodoo, Mortar Punisher bottom lane. Frozen Punisher will be our third Punisher, as the Arcane was the first. Sonya in the top lane, pushing up against Bobinski. Do people play unranked anymore? I, honest to God, don't know. I only play ranked or ARAMs. And once in a blue moon, I play some AI if, like, a friend wants to just, like, hang out and, like, play heroes and chat and not really, like, focus on the game. Once in a blue moon, I'll play some AI with some friends, but mostly my play is ARAMs and Storm League. I haven't really even touched Quick Match in a long time, I feel. Try to queue for unranked once in a while, you never get a game to pop. Yeah, I definitely think like unranked is probably one of the most, it's probably the least played mode in the game. And there's still definitely people in the game, and we have different... Oh, that's a good condemn into a Blessed Shield onto Raka, who will just drop the spin. Leaping strikes from Lunara. It takes 5 members to take down Raka, but that is a kill to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. When am I doing viewer ARAMs? Maybe next month sometime. Maybe next month. We had some bad viewer games at the beginning of this month, so we're gonna just not do those for a little bit. We had some poopy assholes. So it was for Jackbox, but still, I'm just gonna take a break from viewer games. Period. Next month, though, we will be doing some Mario Kart viewer games. We were talking about it one night, and people were interested in doing, like, Mario Kart viewer night, so we'll figure that out. I'll announce it way ahead of time. I'll definitely give a couple weeks heads up, because I know there's a few people that definitely want to participate. I get a ranked in under 5 minutes 80% of the time. Yeah, I would say the same as well. Excuse me, I pick up my cup of tea and everything unfolds right here, right now. That's going to be a kill onto the Orphea. The flailing swipes coming out from the Stukov. Here comes Nazebo. Ramsey chasing on a Born to Shine. Is there enough time for the Ravenous Spear to get the kill? Unfortunately not. But still, Nazebo is 69. Ah, he ruins it. He has 73 stacks currently on that Voodoo Ritual as Lunara goes to soak out the mid lane. While the rest of the team finishes out this objective phase. We do have that Mortar Punisher going over the side of Beyonce Gnolls. First one was given away, this one contested and won over. As we didn't cycle through the other numbers, let's do that while we're waiting for 13 talent here in favor for the side of said Beyonce Gnolls. You were in a ranked for over 15 minutes, so you left, you're just wondering. Oh, yeah. I've had some days when rank queues don't pop for 10 plus minutes, and then I have some days where it's you push the button, it feels like it's seconds later you get a game. Time of the day definitely, I think, affects it, and also, like, time of the year as well. Goodbye, Nazebo, but goodbye top lane Ford as well. Light Bomb onto Bobinski. Objective phase will go over to the members of Beyonce Gnolls. Varian charging around right now, looking at the... Oh, just looking to back away, actually. I thought they were going to turn on to Bobinski. There's that top lane fort falling to the Fallen Shaman, as I mentioned. Jump from the Punisher onto the Orphea. Can they capitalize onto the Captain? Leaping strike from Lunara, and absolutely. Nexus Forces will still seal away that kill. Hanzo with the Dragon's Arrow, with the Dragon Strike. He'll be back up in a second. Here's the bottom lane fort will fall. Punisher around 80% HP. You get to see a lot of the Abyss, you get to see a lot of the Abyss Butchers and Novas, yeah. What's up, Stoic? How you doing, bud? Beyonce Gnolls continues their pressure through the bottom lane. Woo! That's a kill on Devarian quite quickly, and the captain will go down as well. Bottom lane keep falls here, sub 10 minutes into the game. Really good play from the side of Beyonce Gnolls up against 30 seconds to Mosh. Nazebo continues to do Nazebo things, though. Ramsey soaking up, hitting 90th stack currently. Actually, 92 stacks. Gonna get some siege in the mid lane while they're already here, while the enemy is dead or rotating. What's up, Darth? How you doing, bud? Hope you had a good stream today, my friend. Thanks for swinging through. Good to see you, as always. Not bad, you're doing okay. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Always happy to hear that people are doing well. Wisp is just going to be moved around, but it's taken down by the tower shots. GG's. Alrighty, there's that Frozen Punisher mid lane. 16 talent tier advantage over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Oh, actually not yet. Sorry, excuse me. It's going to be still a quarter of a level to go. And Beyonce Gnolls, they don't want the fight. They drop the Blessed Shield. They drop the Black Hole. Lunara continues to soak out the top lane. This will be enough for the 16 right here, right now from Comb. I like that disengage. It's two 60-second cooldowns that you do lose, but they are only two 60-second cooldowns. Objective phase hasn't been announced. You're sitting pretty right now when it comes to waiting on those heroics to get back. But 16 talent tier. Here comes Lunara. Sub-Zero getting chunked by her. Okay, Orphea back into the top lane to just soak out. We actually have Hanzo still working on level 1 on that simple geometry. Still 10 stacks to go. Sonya might get killed here. Now Raka sees the Wisp, sees the enemy, able to make the rotation out towards the north to the allies. 105 stacks for Nazebo. The Believer's got to be feeling a little confident. He's halfway. He's at Ramsey. Just auto-attack the minion, Ramsey. Ramsey, come on, bud. Get yourself those stacks. You got Twitch chat Believers. By the way, casting schedule-wise, there's a ton of stuff coming up in the at next week and so forth. So we'll have a bunch of Heroes of Storm casting. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, there's 6 best of 3s between those 2 days because apparently the Russian players are not able to go to Nations Cup, so they have to. The top 4 teams are going to go through another round robin, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's just another round robin over 2 days. So we'll be casting all of that. And the nice thing for me is the days start at like 9 a.m. my time. So I'm just like, cool, I can just wake up at 6 a.m. and I can start stream by 9. No big deal. I mean, technically, I can sleep until 7, really. I only need 2 hours for stream to get ready for stream between like showering, walking bandit, and eating something. Just depends if I have other stuff to do before stream. But either way, another objective phase up and available. This is going to be a lot of skeleton defenders quickly and rapidly over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. We got 30 seconds to Mosh, who are on even talent tiers. We'll start running in. We've got the Banner of Dalaran. There's going to be a Blessed Shield drop by the Joanna. Leaping strike in from the Lunara as Comb is getting really low. The Dragon's Arrow, the Dragon Strike from Hanzo coming through. Black Hole pushes back Sonya. She was stepping forward. Ravenous Spirit getting some big old slaps on this Sonya, and she'll be going down. First kill in the objective phase. Barry and Moby1 looking to pressure Comb here on the Lunara, but just can't find enough damage to take down this Dryad. Top lane does have a Fallen Shaman on the fort, not targeted by the fort, so it is going to be great siege for the members of Beyonce Gnolls. It's 25, 26, 28, 30 skeletal defenders over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. They're holding onto this objective phase fairly well. Here comes Varian with a taunt, a charge, everything on to Nazebo. He gets a leap of faith out of the lurking arm. Leaping strikes from Lunara confirm the kill onto this Orphea. It's 2 kills as the top lane fort does get targeting onto the Fallen Shaman. The minion wave is pretty good here. I don't know if Born to Shine can actually clear things out quick enough. Lurking arm, not enough. The top lane fort will fall, and this will be all 3 forts down in favor for the side of Beyonce Gnolls. 125 stacks for the Nazebo as they move in through mid lane. Punisher not going to jump onto Varian. Between Nazebo's poison and Nature's Calling from Lunara, there's a lot of damage over time on these structures. Nazebo at 131 stacks currently. Punisher jumps over the wall into the Varian. Nice force wall into zombie wall as well. And Varian stays alive. Raka with the flank leap. Leaping strike from Lunara gets her out. And Raka a little too deep right there. Trying to make a play for the team. Will go down. Punisher gets a double jump onto the enemy. Is going to be pulled towards between the core and the keep, but this mid lane keep shall fall. Second keep to go down. And are they looking to end game right here, right now? Banner down from the Varian. Good flailing swipe out from the Stukov. Born to Shine, so very low. Will fall to Nazebo. Damage over time. The captain on the low side of our screen. Damage over time applied to the Orpheus. She needs an auto on something, or she needs to get to the Hall of Storms in time, and she will be able to. But the core shielding is starting to fall. Lunar with the leaping strikes over the core. Sub-Zero on the far side of that. Looking for a scatter, but just can't land it onto Comb here. Core shielding is dropped. Core shielding. Core HP is rapidly falling to the damage over time. Comb so low on the Lunar with 400-something HP at one point, but they hold enough, it seems, on the side. Nope. Okay, the re-engage. The re-engage onto the core again from the side of Beyonce Gnolls. I think they realize they've got the damage. They just need to throw it onto the core. If they can just get leaping strikes. Lunara goes down to Hanzo. The Dragon Strike doesn't get the kill onto 2, but it doesn't matter because the core will fall. GG, well played. Beyonce Gnolls takes map number 1. All right, how many base stacks for Nazebo? He had 135, so 199 or less. Alrighty. Okay, go ahead and do that. Make sure ads don't run while we get everything ready for the next map. Make sure we got all that set up. Oh, we're going to Dragonshire again. What's up, Revolver? How you doing today, bud? Happy Thursday to you. I hope you're ready for Jedi Survivor tomorrow. I hope you're all ready for Jedi Survivor tomorrow. I hope to see every single one of your beaming bright eyes in Twitch chat. Eating and skipping work? Hell yeah, brother. What are you eating? What's for lunch today? I had a bacon and egg sandwich for breakfast before stream, and then for dinner I've got curry. What's up, Turbo? How you doing, friend? Good to see all of you in Twitch chat. Thanks for coming through. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope your Thursday's treating you well. Hope you're nice and cozy. So cozy like my dog. Look at him. Look at how cozy he is. That's a nice hope there, Baha. Why, you're not going to come to my stream, Lava?
I'm about to bust.
Are you? Warmest day of the spring, plus 17 today. Snow is melting fast. Yeah, we've had a lot of warm days in our town as well, so it's really starting to, it's really, like, melt, like, so much snow at lake levels melting. Thank you for the redemption, Darth. We'll do that after this game, because we are ready to go. We'll do it after this game. We'll find out if this is going to be a 2-0, or if it's going to be a longer series, if we're going to go to a map number 3. I just remembered that I wanted to check something really quickly for the predictions. Wanted to check something very quickly for the predictions. The players didn't swap sides. There's no Nazebo. We could do a Falstad, yeah. How many level 1 stacks for Falstad? 100 or more, 99 or less. I mean, it's Dragonshire, it's Q-Build Falstad. I expect them to get quite a few. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. If I forget, Darth, remind me after this game, or excuse me, this series, to do the redemption. But let's get into it. On the left-hand side, we have Beyonce Gnolls. We've got Bobinski on the Varian, Opiates on the Rhaegar, the on the Orphea, Combe on the Falstad, and Ramsey to play the Sonya. To the right-hand side, for 30 seconds to Mosh, we're looking at the Captain on Junkrat, Moby1 on the Diablo, Anarissa on the Lunara, Born to Shine on the Stukov, and Raka on the Rexar. Of course, Misha to play Misha, but you can see, well, not yet, but you will see that Falstad will Falstad will be going into the Gathering Storm at level 1. He's going to be building up his Qs on his Hammering. So how many stacks will Falstad have by the end of the game? You know the deal. Go ahead and get your gambles in as they're... Nope, he still is taking it. Take the talent, please take the talent. There it is. Gathering Storm is an uncapped quest, but you do have a little jump in damage at the 30 mark. Varian going into the Overpower at level 1. Junkrat with the extra wound timers. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary to note. Weather's been super rainy and overcast here in Fort Worth, and you love it. 50, 75 every day. Oh, absolutely. That's that rainy weather. It's always nice. You sit on the porch and you just get that smell, that rain smell. Yeah, we're starting to get warm here. Like I took Bandit for a walk today, and I was wearing like athletic shorts and a sweater. And as long as you're in the sun, it was nice and toasty. And that was at like 9 a.m. this morning, not even. It was at like 8:30 in the morning. All right, well, map number 2, and so far, no extreme, like, pressure into each other. Just soaking between each lane. Combe trying to pick up a stack or two here and there off Diablo. Sonya soaking up the top up against the Rexar Misha. So everything is just nice and comfortable. No invaded onto camp either. Actually, the Captain and Moby1 are looking to jump onto this. Bobinski is going to deny some of the vision from those frag launcher grenades to be able to just take the damage so they're not sitting there on the camp. But Diablo won't engage. He's just going to be hanging out, anchoring in the mid position. Maybe jumping onto Combe here. No overpower. It's going to be onto a minion. As the Dragonite availability is here to the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Can Combe get an auto attack? Can he get a Q? Not in time. He gets some stacks, but that will be first Dragonite of the game. A minute and 53 seconds in onto the side of 30 seconds to Mosh and the left 4 talent here. Oh, we're going to a game number 4 guaranteed, or game number 3 guaranteed. What's up, Last? How you doing? What's up, Radiance? Hope you're all having a good day. Splendid. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Seems like everyone's having a pretty decent Thursday so far. Though Moby1 might not be having a good day anymore as they will go down. That's first blood over the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Mid lane fort is going to take some damage. The fort front gate going down to Ana here. Lunara, I was thinking, was going to try and step up and get the kill into Falstad, but just underneath the tower like that, not worth it. 25 stacks in the Falstad right now, a quarter of the way through the gamble. Those believers got to be feeling really good about themselves. Really, really good about that bet. I mean, I hope you're all feeling good about yourselves. Is this Bahamut Gaming's chosen team? No, it's Beyonce Gnolls. We're just using the abbreviated names because 30 seconds to Mosh is a very long text. So we're just using the what's called the ticker names. Well, camps to be grabbed around the map. We do have Sonya still soaking out mid. I was wondering if Ramsey would break off and grab this. You know? Why'd you make the joke, man? Trying to confuse me? You know I can't keep up with everything. Alright. Oh, Lunara and mid might be dead here. The rotation's quite quick. You've got the burst ability from Falstad, and that will be pushing into 7 talent here for the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Those 30 seconds to Mosh also have their 7s on top of all of this. Top lane siege is pretty good for the Rexar Misha. Raka doing a great job of shoving the wave. Ramsey trying to clear things out in front of the fort front gate while there still are defensive tools available. Charge. Ramsey didn't go into any sort of spin to win talents, no Hurricane, but the Slam Jam. Ramsey wants the kill onto Rexar. The spin, the charge through. Rexar might have the outplay. No, it's Sonya. Takes, oh! Raka with just a sliver of HP gets the last auto, the outplay from Rexar in top lane, sacrificing Misha to take down the Sonya. What is Beyonce Gnolls' favorite Incubus song? Nice to Know You. My personal, I thought it was going to be Solid Gnoll. Solid Gold. Because didn't she do the Goldfinger theme? Goldmember theme? Don't come in here and Resident Sleeper when you're not offering up any comedy. Speaking of comedy, if you're a fan of John Mulaney, he has a new stand-up. It was got put on Netflix last night, and I watched it after stream. It was pretty good. I'm also a pretty big. I like his comedy. I like how I like his delivery and everything. So, if you're a fan of John Mulaney, he used to be, and if you don't know who he is, he used to be a writer for SNL. He's got a bunch of different stand-ups. He's really, really talented. Concussion Mine's thrown out by the Junkrat to displace the enemy from getting on his bottom lane point. Lunara's in position for the Dragonite in mid. Moby1 taking a ton of damage as Babinski and crew are looking to take down this Diablo. Soul Shield is going to be procced. But also, keep in mind, Falstead's got the spell armor reduction with that Boomerang level 7. They'll be able to take down Diablo. He's dead for the next 12 seconds. Didn't consume any souls, so just short death timer for him. Meanwhile, Sonya is contesting top lane, but I don't know if Ramsey's going to be able to 1v2.5 here. I think Beyonce was in Goldmember, the Austin Powers. Yeah, but didn't she sing the song for it? Didn't she have a song for the movie, or am I crazy? You want real comedy? Always. Why did the cow jump over the moon? The farmer had cold hands. Okay. That was good. I like that. Nice and wholesome. Flailing swipes from the Stukov push back the enemies of Beyonce Gnolls. Fire stomp out from Diablo. He does have that soul to flame, so he's trying to build up some extra souls off of that one. Top lane, Sonya back into the fight against Raka, and I do think the Rexar is fine right here. Did unleash the boars into Ramsey, I think, for a slow just to back away. Nancy, thank you for the lurk. I hope you're feeling well today. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again for lurking and hanging out with us. Diablo gonna try and push Comb into the Apocalypse, but just doesn't get the model in place. That'll be Gustav from Falstead disengages the fight. That's why they call you Wholesome last? Oh, I didn't know that, honestly. Born to Shine might be dead. Nope, they're fine, actually. It's gonna be Rhaegar who goes down. That's gonna be Diablo with full souls, so he can die and come back. That also, you can see there's a little icon underneath his model that signifies that as well. Is the delivery better than 1 to 3 business days? Okay, alright. I read that comment and I was like, was I talking about packages? And I was like, oh, I said John Mulaney's delivery is very good. That's right, okay. Also, speaking of comedians, if you've never watched anything with Mitch Hedberg, go do it. You're missing out. Mitch Hedberg is a fantastic comedian. Even if you're not a big fan of, like, quote-unquote stoner comedy, he's very, very good. Kick on to Ramsey. Lunara, or excuse me, the Sonya is going to be displaced for a moment here. Dragonite rotates down into bottom lane. Junkrat and friends are already sieging in. Dragonite kicks onto Bobinski, just pushes back the Varian for a moment. Gust out from the Falstead. Lunara will be able to back out. She actually leaping strikes onto a minion, gets into a bad position, has to find a new way out. Diablo comes in to try and save the moment, as that is going to be Moby1. Actually, Moby1's doing fine. Drops the, utilizes the Apocalypse. There's a charge onto Comb from the Varian with his level 10 Warbringer, able to jump to allies with that to back away from the damage incoming. And Ramsey and Raka still brawl out in top lane. Ever watch any of the Kill Tony stuff? It's a good open mic comedy weekly. No, I've never heard of it before, Fergus. Anthony Jeselnik. Jeselnik. I can't say that name. I don't know why. Legendary writer. Oh, I had, like, last night I just had this kick to watch a bunch of comedies, so I watched, John Mulaney, I watched, Hannibal Buress, and then I watched more of the new David Attenborough, there's like a nature show that he's got on, Amazon Prime, and it's mostly about, like, the biomes of, the UK, I think it is. So it's been very fascinating for me, because I don't really know a lot of the country. Very dark though. Hannibal's amazing. Oh man, Hannibal, same thing. Like Hannibal's delivery just kills me at times. Hannibal Buress absolutely kills me with some of his delivery and jokes. He quit comedy? Did he really? I didn't know that. He had some like funny raps here and there, I believe, in the past, which I always enjoyed. David Attenborough, widely renowned as Britain's greatest comedic. Yeah. I had a comedy night last night. No, I just, you get to a point where like you can only laugh so much at like jokes and stuff where you just kind of, I don't know, just become deadpan. So I was like, all right, let's watch some nature and learn about the UK a little bit. Well, 16 talent here is just around the corner for 30 seconds to Mosh. They're looking pretty good here in map number 2 up against Beyonce Gnolls. We might be moving into that map number 3 at the momentum that they're moving with these Dragonites consistently and these team fights that are going slightly their way in the late game, right? Yeah, they've gotten a couple kills late game. They actually, I think it was a Lunara dive, and then the Sonya died earlier, and then I think they might have picked up someone else. Does Falset have flight? He could actually thirst over Raka if they wanted to. Apocalypse from the Diablo. The fight breaks out in the bottom lane as Junkrat with the spread volley is going to try and get some poke damage onto enemy members here. That is a dead Rhaegar. Anna does not go down. Has the healing pathogen from Sukov. Ramsey, woo, gets the last little extra healing from that level 7. And bottom lane Dragonite, or at least bottom lane Moonshine will be held over by the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Colm gets the top lane, but immediately backs away. This might be another Dragonite over the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. He's been diving deeper into hip-hop game a lot more since 2019, 2020. Yeah. I don't know anything. All I saw was there was a small clip I saw on Reddit of Hannibal hanging out with T-Pain, and it's it's really funny. I'll have to try and find it after this series. I can show you all. I think it's stream friendly. I'm pretty sure I can show it on stream. I don't think I'll get in trouble or anything. Dragonite available in mid, but there's no one in position for it. Lunar's going to run over there, but Ramsey is going to be on this point, getting the conversion onto the Moonshine in bottom lane. Riptire poking at the enemy from the captain, but that's going to be all that is available here. Well, I guess not really. You still have the spread volley poking from the captain as well. Lunara gets the camp over on the top right of our screen. Rexar is done with his level 4. Hunter-Gatherer, just checking onto the false side and top really quickly. 81 stacks on that hammering. Steel trap onto Bobinski in this bottom, but doesn't seem like there was any sort of pressure applied beyond that. Just what? Okay, so Rexar might be setting up for like a pincer onto the comb, but that's seen through the minion wave, so Raka can't make any plays off that. There's the Apocalypse from Diablo, Eternal Feast from Orphea, getting proc after proc onto Moby1, but that spell shield is mitigating a lot of that initial damage. Born to Shine very low in this bottom lane. Ramsey gonna try and find a kill, but Lunara comes in with the leaping strikes. Orphea with the Dread can't get the kill into Born to Shine. The Ancestral Healing keeps Bobinski alive, but it still will be a kill over to the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. They are holding the Sunshrine. We have Falstead moving into mid to soak things up. Good charge, or excuse me, good taunt from the Varian trying to keep Moby1 in place, but it's actually Orphea who goes down. Moby1 just tanking so much damage. And Stukov, Born to Shine, keeping the allies healthy, and Orisa will be able to get this Dragonite moving into bottom lane. Top lane fort should be finished out by Rexar Misha. This is looking like a pretty good phase here. Oh, actually, they're looking for mid lane keep. Junkrat will push up a wave into bottom, and that'll finish out the bottom lane forward. All right, nice rotation. Good call from the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Nice adjustment. Double forts actually will go down almost simultaneously on the mini-map. Half a level to go for 20 talent here, favoring the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. This is looking like a promising map number 2 to our red team. We got bullied a little bit in map number 1. Leaping from Sonya. Ramsey looking to make a play onto the... Oh, that's a fantastic gust, but where's the follow-up damage? Where's the Eternal Feast? Oh, it is going to be on the bottom of our screen. Raka taking a ton of damage. Lunara super low. We've already had a kill onto Stukov. Was this the wrong call to go mid lane? Oh, they only lose Stukov. And they still get the double fort phase. They get a bit of damage onto mid lane keep. It's not the worst, losing your Stukov in that. If they lost a few... Ooh, actually, Sonya? No, they're going to invade the camp over here. With Stukov dead, they want this fight, especially before level 20. Moby1, the target. Immediately, there's going to be Falstad barrel rolling in, hammering, reducing spell armor. We have the Mortal Strike as well. 97 stacks on the Falstad, as I believe the Believers are looking pretty... Unless Falstad misses every other Q for the rest of the game. I don't know. I think this is going to be a nice payout for the Believers, actually. Not that much, now that I look at the doubting side. Does anyone know exactly how many stacks you need of Unending Hatred for Illidan to solo boss as early as possible? Level 10 with Metamorphosis. Is it possible to do it lower? Not sure on that. I don't have the math on that one. Eternal Feast will end as Rexar does feign his death. Orphea trying to chase in. Gus from Falstad. Raka's going to take a ton of damage. That is a double kill to the side of Beyonce Gnolls as the Sonya does go down. Beyonce Gnolls in this latter half of the map are really putting the pressure into 30 seconds to Mosh. Bobinski's so very low. Apocalypse from Diablo. Bobinski tries to find somewhere to go to avoid the stun, to avoid the damage, but will go down. It's a 2 for 2 in the end, and the camp will be cleared out before it finds much, if any, value in lane. Camp to be stolen away by Diablo, Stukov, and Junkrat. Comb doesn't have Gust available for 27 seconds. Earthgrass Totem. Falstad barrel rolls in onto Born to Shine. Diablo looking for a play onto Falstad. Cleanse from Rhaegar as well. And camp, just like the bottom lane, will be cleared out before it finds much, if any, value in lane. You're the only doubter. Nothing wrong with playing the odds. 104 stacks, by the way. So we'll pay out the Believers at the end of the game. The math that I'm very interested in finding out is when will we get Stormgate information beyond... I think we know that the beta, the closed beta or something is supposed to happen sometime in July, I think. I am going to bug every single person that I know who could get into Stormgate to help me out with it, because I'm not one to be like, oh, I wanna like, I'll use my connections for things, but this is the one time where I'm like, you know what, I'll use my connections. Taunt onto Moby1 right there. We've got a big lurking arm from Stukov on the north side of our screen. We do have Raka chasing onto Comb. Boar's unleashed by the Rexar. Ancestral Healing might have been on the wrong target right there as Ramsey's so very low. Lunar comes in with a leaping strike. She doesn't get the double kill. Still finds the kill onto Falstad though. A sweet 100 points to Believers. It might even be a map number 3 in just a moment. Dragonite again over to the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. How decent, or how much damage is this Dragonite dealing? 450, 900 into structures. Dragonite starts getting some autos out onto this fort, or this keep right here. That's Bobinski going into the backline onto the Junkrat trying to get a taunt. Diablo Apocalypse will be used. Orphea with the Eternal Feast gets a few procs onto Moby1 here. Actually getting a lot of procs onto this Diablo. He's got to step out of that one. as Lunara will fall. Leap from Sonya. They're going to leave Dragonite on core and try and find some kills here on the side of Beyonce Gnolls. We do have Orphea going back to go clear out the Dragonite that's on core. Chase onto the Stukov. He goes down as well. Now Sonya and friends, they got to clear out this Dragonite. It's dealing 900 auto attack damage into this core right now every single time. Is this the end of the map? Dragonite getting a ton of value here. Oh, it's so very low. It's so very low. The burn, the wind tunnel. Pushes back the Misha, 8% on core. Rexar feigns death, tries to get some autos. 5% on the core! 5% left on that core as we have a quadra kill to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Now, what do they do with this? Because it is not a GG. You've won the series. You still have a lot of siege to do. All forts still have their gates 20 minutes in. And this is not like you're going to be able to take down a keep. I think we get a fort off of this. And the members of Beyonce Gnolls, that was titanic for them. But they're going to need at least, I would say, 2 more good fights like that. Maybe one more good fight like that, depending on where it is on the map. Because rotation and siege and blah, blah, blah. But 2 fights for sure. If Beyonce Gnolls gets 2 fights like that again, they can win this game. 1 game, maybe. Maybe 1. Because they still, as I said, bottom lane, they could sidewall, they could go keep and go core. Death timers are getting long, but as I also said, it depends on what side of the map. If they do that fight all the way over here, running across the map and doing all that in 60 seconds, not sure about that one. Maybe you can get the keep front gate and most of the keep. Probably take down the keep and then you back off, if that's the case. But as I said, it depends on where that fight does take place. When we look at heroics, everything is off cooldown. Everyone's got full charges. Lunara and Stukov. Varian did go Glory to the Alliance, so his banner's got some extra healing value. That's a big pickup. Farseer's Blessing. We've got the upgrade on Eternal Feast as well. We did see the Wind Tunnel from Falstad. Ignore Pain from the Sonya. On the opposing side, you got the Cannonballs from Junkrat. Hellgate from Diablo. The Galloping Gate, actually, for Lunara. So no intensifying toxins or no upgrade on Leaping Strike charges where they all come back at once. You can use allies as well. Controlled Chaos, obviously, because you have the Flailing Swipe cooled, or the charges for Stukov now, and the kill command for the Rexar on those boars with the root. I think it just adds the root, right? Oh, they deal more damage, and it's a 1.5 root. Cleanse, onto Varian. There's the root, onto 3 of them, or actually just 2 of them, right behind the gate. Junkrat's big balls slamming into this bottom lane. Whoa, whoa, Falstad Wind Tunnel, Falstad Wind Tunnel! It's going to be outside the Eternal Feast, but this is into the sidewall. This is huge. Leaping Strike from Lunara gets out for a second. Hellgate from Diablo pulls him out as well. It's a double kill by the Rhaegar right here, as the chain heals are massive from Rhaegar. The on Orpheus chasing onto Diablo. We've got Bobinski just ignoring the wave now because they want to jump onto Diablo. That's Lunara going down. This is a slam onto Raka. It's a solid
Team kill!
Falstad, he works on bottom lane here really, really quickly. We will see Varian get the channel onto this point, but I think you still just run towards bottom lane keep. Diablo is back. As I mentioned, the fight did happen on the left-hand side of the map, so right now Falstad's managing the waves, doesn't want to lose to minions here, and this will be keep front gate and maybe keep to go down. Death timers are about 20 to 30 seconds or so. Oh, a little bit more, but still, I'm just kind of rounding here as I'm looking around. But Falstad does get the channel onto the Dragonite, so this might be the X factor to win the map here. Might be the X factor in winning the map. We checked it earlier when they were taking damage. It was 900 per auto. It's now 1,098 damage per auto attack with 28,850 HP on the Dragonite. Keep's already gone down. Catapults are on the core over here. Catapults are going to be worked on by the spawning minion wave. Meanwhile, though, in the bottom lane, Dragonite has arrived onto the core. We have Bobinski being pushed around by Diablo. Flailing swipes from the Stukov as he gets kicked away. Riptire from Junkrat goes out, hits a few enemies. Dragonite now just smacking its way onto the core, as we do have Ancestral Healing spreading from Ramsey onto a few allies as well. They take down the Dragonite very, very quickly on the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. We've got Sonya to the north side. We do have Falstad getting deleted immediately. Sonya is still slamming, still jamming, and this is going to be map number 2 over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. They clutch it back at the end here. GG, well played. That Moby1 guy is pretty good. That's rude of you to be coming in here and complimenting random people in the game, Moby1. How many stacks for Falstad by the end? He had over 100. Yep, no comeback mechanics. No comeback mechanics whatsoever.